Undercover owner caught Waitress counting coins at 3 a.m. What he did next left her speechless. The clock's red digits burned into the dark. 3 on quack. The air that slipped through the back door was sharp enough to bite, carrying the stale tang of old fryer oil that clung to the walls and your lungs. Jackson stood at the sink, sleeves rolled up, hands dripping, steam curling around his face. To anyone else, he was just another graveyard shift dishwasher. In truth, he was the man who owned 48 restaurants. Tonight, he was something else entirely, a witness. Lena was bent over the counter, counting coins as if each one could shatter in her fingers. Her breath came out in faint silver ribbons. She whispered numbers to herself, and the sound was too careful, too private. The jar was nothing special. Glass gone cloudy with time. The lid scratched to the metal. It crouched behind the rust-streaked freezer like it was hiding. She glanced at the manager's darkened office, slid the bills and coins into the jar, and tucked it back into its corner. Jackson's pulse thudded in his ears, each beat a question he didn't want to ask. The woman every customer seemed to adore was stealing? His chest tightened, his mind split between two images: the warm smile Lena wore when she served coffee at midnight, and the quick practiced motion of her hand slipping money away. One thought cut through all the others. Whatever was in that jar, it wasn't just cash. It was a story, and it might unravel everything he thought he knew about work, loyalty, and the people who kept his empire alive. He stayed silent, eyes fixed on the spot where the jar had vanished, knowing this was only the beginning, and that the truth would cost more than he expected. By the next evening, Jackson was gone. In his place stood Jack Thomas, clean-shaven, hair cut short, wearing a frayed sweater that sagged at the elbows and shoes whose soles had been worn thin by years, not miles. His new history was printed on a few smudged papers, laid off from factory work, looking for anything that paid in cash. Murphy's Diner greeted him with a floor tiled in stains older than some of its regulars, neon that flickered like it was remembering better days, and the bitter scent of burnt coffee hanging in the air. The graveyard shift was already running short-handed. The dish pit yawned with a mountain of plates. Their grease cooled into a stubborn skin. The water in the sink steamed white, burning his palms until they reened. Dale, the manager, tossed him a rag like a bone to. A stray dog muttered something about earning your keep, and vanished into his office. She appeared then, Lena, moving between tables with the easy balance of someone who'd memorized every uneven tile. She paused at the sink, eyes scanning the mess before landing on him. Without judgment, she showed him how to angle the dishes so the heat didn't scald his wrists, how to load the rack so glass wouldn't shatter under pressure. Her smile wasn't practiced. I